What if you were starting to grow hair in really weird places and thought you were turning into Sasquatch? I guess you'd be. Alright everybody, welcome to episode 27 of JRock's World. Big things going on lately. Welcome to episode 27 of Between a Rock and a Hard Place. Let's see if I can make it past 27. Jim Morrison didn't, neither did Jimi Hendrix or Janis Joplin, so let's see if I can make it past 27. So, big things have been happening lately. First off, right out the gate, I just want to say that I was in a newspaper article about retro gaming in the Saturday Star. I just want to get that out of the way right now. If you follow me on social media, you must have seen it because I shared it everywhere, and a lot of people were clicking like and commenting, and it's just awesome. It was in the Saturday Star. As you can see, it says a blast from the past. Retro video games from the 80s and 90s are gaining in popularity and value. So yeah, let's get into this here. I did a phone interview with the writer of the article, Adam McDowell. He gave me a call, as well as a few other people. Here on the big picture here is my friend Sarah. She got a big picture there on the front, and the name of the article is A Retro Addiction, because it sure is. And it reads, in classic video games, the most exciting discovery was an extra life, a talisman offering the chance to start over and play again. Now, the golden age of the Super Mario Bros. And Sonic the Hedgehog is finding its own extra life in the basements and TV rooms of nostalgic adults who stock garage sales for hot collectibles. Meet the gaming geeks. We call it the sickness. Some of us have the sickness harder than others, says Jordan Charman. The sickness Charman is referring to is a love for retro gaming. It's a passion the 28-year-old Hamilton resident shares with many others via his YouTube show, A Rock and a Hard Place, a weekly Wayne's World-esque romp that he hosts using the alias JRock the GameRocker. Yep, that's me. Well, there's my real name, and I haven't used it before, but there you go. But you continue to call me JRock. But yeah, that's awesome. My show being referred to as a Wayne's World-esque romp, I'll take that as a compliment. And then it continues on there, and there's a big spread here. There's a bunch of different interviews with other gamers. I know a few of them. I know, like I said, Sarah. I don't know Leon. But there's my pals Pete Diak, who puts on the Waterloo video game swap meet, and my buddy Matt Fox, a close personal friend of mine. And the boys from A&C Games, I've seen them at some events, but we haven't met personally. But yeah, just, I'm not going to read the whole article here, but it's just really cool to be interviewed for this and to add that compliment to my channel. And like in print, you can't get any better than print. I'll just read my part here. Charman, 28, that's my last name, don't wear it out, goes by the name JRock the GameRocker while hosting his weekly YouTube show about gaming, A Rock and a Hard Place. It's actually between a rock and a hard place, but I'll let this slide because this is so awesome. A warehouse worker by day, that's true, that's what I do, and it's not as exciting as some people may lead you to believe. The Hamiltonian, that's where I live actually, and now that you know where I live and my name, I'm kind of scared. Got bitten by the game collecting bug a few years ago, and it ramped up when he quit smoking and wanted to use the money for something fun. Finding elusive gems is every collector's dream, but when asked what his favorite discovery has been, Charman's answer is the camaraderie among retro gamers. Talking about all this, what we have, you and I. I'm part of this online community called the Cartridge Club, which is sort of like a book club for games. I got them to mention the Cartridge Club.
Representing the CC, y'all.
Members play games and then talk about them in online forums. It's unreal how many people are into it. There are just so many people out there. And that is what I wanted to impart in this interview. I'll put the link to the whole thing below in the description, but yeah, I just wanted to impart for that piece that the retro gaming thing is more than just playing games alone. It's like making friends with each other through online or in person at swaps and stuff like that. And just like, I never felt like I belong more in a community than I have with the retro gaming community. And it's just totally awesome. And so thank you, Adam McDowell, for putting this thing together. Sweet. Cool beans. Free advertising. You can't beat that. So let's go on with the show here. I don't want to go on about that forever, but that is just amazing. Also, actually, I wanted to say my buddy Dean from Round 2 Gaming, he was in Toronto at the airport. I didn't have the time to make it out there to visit him, meet him for a beer, wanted to, but he got a picture of himself with the paper, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, on with the show. What else is going on with news? Well, not any official news, but my own personal news. Remember the construction noise? Well, that's back with a vengeance. Take a look. So yeah, not only is the construction noise keeping me up like crazy, more than ever, but I actually witnessed an almost accident the other day when I was leaving my building. There was an elderly lady and an older gentleman, not so old, probably her son, like a 50-year-old guy and like an 80-year-old lady, and he was helping her out of the building and walk down the sidewalk. Well, a sheet of plywood fell. It was a windy day, fell right on the sidewalk in front of them, probably about like 6 to 10 feet in front of them. Like 10 seconds later and they would have been there and been hit by it. So like, that's just crazy. So not only is the construction loud, but someone almost got killed. Unbelievable. I gotta get out of here. Is there any way out of here? So yeah, on to some good news. I wanted to mention a couple things that I got from buddies, because I'm a little behind on my pickup videos, but I got some awesome donations from some friends. I got this gift from my pal Matt Fox. He was at Anime North and picked me up this energy drink, Ghostbusters Ectoplasm. The drink's in there, it's all sealed, but I don't think I'm going to drink it. The date on it says 2012, and I don't know. I'm not going to drink it. He also gave me a whole bag of NES sleeves, like unreal. Probably like at least 50 in here. He had like a garbage bag full. And then he had also, what else? He also gave me Ninja Assault for PlayStation 2, because is compatible with GunCon 2, and he knows that I've been going crazy for these games lately, grabbing them up. So thanks, Matt. And also a huge, huge thank you to my friend Tony. He gave me a humongoid donation of just a whole bunch of stuff, like tons of consoles and games, and he didn't even ask anything for it, so I owe him big time. And it's just, like stuff like, there was a TurboGrafx 16 in there, guys, and a Sega CD, and just, I want to say thank you to my buddy Tony. There's a picture of the games and the consoles, everybody, like, just crazy. Thank you, Tony, for, he pretty much said, you give this stuff more love than I do and would appreciate it more, so take it. And I was like, wow, dude. Wow. So it's just awesome to have friends. Thanks to all my friends out there. So let's go on, continue on with the show, and go to what I'm playing. And what I'm playing this week, I haven't had too much time because I've been working a lot of overtime. And actually, I hit my hours on Friday, and I was able to have a nice early night and get to see my wife before she went to bed. So that's always good. But I haven't had too much time to play, but I have been playing Portal 2. Awesome game. Such a good game. Always, like I say when I'm talking about Portal, it's a thinker. Makes you think. So check that out if you haven't played it yet. It's way, way, way more in depth than the first one. More gameplay and more gadgets and gizmos and stuff. So check out Portal 2.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and/or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna change the world. This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
So now let's go to Word of the Week. The word of the week is terotoxism.
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 Terotoxism is a condition of being poisoned by cheese, which is like stale cheese or milk, usually caused by microbes. So yeah, terotoxism, I just think that's funny. Cause of death, death by cheese. Poison cheese. So now on to the YouTube shout out of the week. And the YouTube shout out of the week, you will not get terotoxism from, because they are, although they make cheesy jokes sometimes, and I appreciate cheesiness, there's nothing stale about them, and that is the two over at GIRLFRIENDVS. I love GIRLFRIENDVS. Great channel. Curtis and Layla, boyfriend and girlfriend. I got hooked on them a while ago, and even I got my wife watching them too. And she doesn't keep up with like the gaming thing as much as I do. She's not as into that. She is actually a LARPer. I know, right? But yeah, the one channel that she really, really enjoys is GIRLFRIENDVS, because boyfriend makes girlfriend play games that she doesn't have much experience with games, so it's always first time experience, and he captures that. And then there's so much to do with the channel that he's doing. He's got Booty Bonanza, which is a pickup series. He does Easter eggs in the videos, so if you find little clips of stuff, you unlock Easter eggs. That's awesome. Also, he started a new series called FTW for the Win, which is sort of like I think it's like sort of like a variety show, on the road variety show of stuff going on in Curtis's life. So Curtis, great dude. Although I haven't spoken with him personally, I feel like we're buddies, and just great sense of humor. And Layla's awesome too, and she does voice work. She is actually in Dying Light, that game, and she was in the Sherman and Peabody movie. Yeah, I watched that with my wife, and I heard her voice in that. So yeah, these guys are just awesome. So check out GIRLFRIENDVS if you haven't heard of them already. Chances are you have, because they've been on fire this year, for good reason. So yeah, check out them, because this video is coming to an end with the question for the viewer. And my question for you is, has anyone ever surprised you by giving you free games or a system or something? Like, what'd you get? Did someone surprise you by giving you something, didn't even ask anything for it? That's what I want to know. I want to hear your good luck stories. And also, a reminder for you, I want your video submissions, little clips for questions. I want to put your questions in my videos. Just say who you are and your question, and you say keep on rocking them games in that clip, and I will put it in the episode and answer your question. So yeah, this has been JRock. Keep on rocking them games.
Thanks for stopping by Between a Rock and a Hard Place, a so-called Wayne's World-esque romp. If you want to check out another one of my videos, check out my Game Boy Deadline repair video. I still get comments from people saying it's helped them out. And of course, check out my YouTube Shout of the Week, GirlFriendVS, with tons of awesome content to go through. In their last video, they ate 25-year-old gum, or as Layla calls it, grump. And a special thanks to my friend the NESROMANCER for letting me use this rockin' tunage. His toilet flushes the opposite way.